Okay, hey, it's Saturday. We've survived Friday the 13th of March 2020. It was yesterday. So we got through that okay. We are right in the middle of the big coronavirus social distancing thing, so which is no big deal because I'm going to keep working on the boat this weekend, so I'll be socially distant out there on the boat. So I just wanted to show you, I've been shopping a little bit. Got some new lights that I'm going to put on the boat inside. And so I got a couple, and then I think this one will be an outside for the cockpit. And then I got this little waterproof switch box, which I realized I don't know how to plumb this thing on a couple of switches. So we'll see if we can get all that up. I've been, I stained, you'll see the video of me staining. Today's goal is to get the little holes cut in the covers of the doors, whatever. I don't really think they're doors, but on the benches, the little openings. And I've got one more to glue up. All of those have been going pretty well. They've been getting, glued kind of one day. I leave them clamped up for 24 hours. So I got the last one of those to glue and clamp today, and then cut the doors, put another coat of stain on the one side and first coat on the other side. And then we should be ready to start doing the polyurethane inside to seal those up. It's raining today, so it's not going to be a great day, but it might be a good day to get some of that inside stuff done. So let's get to it. It's middle of the morning. I've had a whole pot of coffee and something to eat, so it's time to go get busy. So let's get out of here and go do some work. Okay, well, I just want to show you real quickly. This is door number 3. Door number 4 is up there, but there's a stained door ready to have the hole drilled in it. I just opened up the boat and looked inside, and I think the stain is looking pretty nice. So I'll do another coat to kind of even out some of the little splotchiness, and then start to put coats of polyurethane over the top of this. Not going to varnish it because it's inside, but we'll see. Maybe it will. But anyway, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to drill these holes out, and I'm going to drill with my hole saw from the bottom till I get a hole through the top. And then I'm going to turn around and go down this direction so that hopefully keep this as clean as possible. And I'll take the file and kind of round that corner out just a little bit, and then that'll be good to go. So moving right along here. All right, well, I thought I better film this because I've got the world's rustiest blade here. Not sure. Gonna clean that up just a little bit with the round file, but there we go. One down. Okay, well, one big mystery was whether or not I was going to be able to get that window out to refurbish that. And while I couldn't really film me out there trying to get it out, here it is. So, yeah, I think this is going to be well worth the time to clean this mess up. So we got the window there, and this is the trim that was around it. I'm not sure how I'll go about cleaning that up, but obviously it's aluminum, so it should be able to be cleaned up and refurbished, resealed. I think that'll be that butyl tape or whatever those guys are talking about. That'll go here. It'll provide our seal. And this puts us in a pretty good spot to have a good look at this. I think with that window out of there now, I'll be able to redo this whole chunk, refiberglass this. Obviously I'll have to trim it down once I get another layer of fiberglass around there, but man, oh man, is that good that that's out there. So I'm going to tape that bad boy up from the outside a little with my trusty blue tape. And then we'll be waterproof again while we can work on the inside here. So that's cool. I wasn't sure if I was going to get that out or not. So you're next over there, dude. You need a little work up in the corner as well. So we'll come back and get that one out. Okay, so this is the outside of the windows, and I think I've filmed these a little bit before. I need to figure out what I'm going to do about that. I guess that's like corroded or whatever, but so my thought is if I can buff it down and redo some sealant around these edges. The glass is fine. Make that look decent, and then same interior. Pull this out. It's not really doing anything anyway. But you can see there's my so there it is. Sealed, I think, okay from the inside. Again, I'll probably put a new layer of sealant around there, but I think mostly this just needs cleaned up, sealed again from the outside, and then fixed from the inside. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, well, here we are in the garage now, and after doing a little research on the trusty World Wide Web, what I'm hearing is that the stuff you want to use is this Mother's mag and aluminum polish. So I'm going to wipe this down a little bit, see if I can clean off the nasty stuff. And then just got some old bubble wrap here to kind of keep it off my bench a little bit. I'm going to polish this down. This is the inside. So my theory is if it all goes wrong, at least before the outside of the boat shows my disaster, this will be hidden on the inside. So, not really sure it's going to be worth trying to film this. I'm going to go ahead and, I just bought one of those wheel polishing cones I can stick in the drill. The last guy was doing this off of a bench grinder with a cloth wheel in it, but I think this will be all right. So we're going to give this a whirl and see what happens. So I'll check in from time to time as I do this and show you how it's going. All right, well, not sure if this is going to turn out to be worth it or not, but this is what several hours of polishing looks like. So there they are compared to how they looked before. Maybe all right, might be worth doing. Done one, I got to do the other three, I guess. I still think that I can still see the scratch marks and stuff from sanding this. This was a mess. So I did wind up sanding it a little bit. And I may need to go get me some finer grit sandpaper and sand it again. Kind of work out those scratch marks, because the polisher compound won't seem to do it unless I take a week. And I'm not sure I want to invest that much time in this project. So anyway, that's how we look at this point. Okay, well, one of the important things about any project is to document your own stupidity. So this just happened. Buffing down the thing with my kind of semi whatever wheel here, caught my headphones and yanked them babies out of my ears and out of the phone. And yeah, so anyway, note to self, that's why I've been lately tucking the headphones inside of my shirt, and I forgot to do that today. So yeah, that was exciting. All right, clean this mess up. Okay, so I thought I've been trying to kind of do a before and after. So hopefully this will show. This one has not been done yet. This one is mostly done. So you can see how just dull and pitted, and oh, what a mess. So that's what I'm dealing with. I just put some blue tape on the one I've been working on to keep from scratching up the glass. But about to start on this one. I got to show you. Flip this over. So see that screw there? There's always one screw that gives you grief. That one was like someone had broken off a bit or screwdriver or something in the head of the screw. So I could not get a screwdriver in there to get it undone. I finally had to take the grinder up, grind that off enough to get it out with the screw out. Now I'll get some vice grips on it and get it out of there now. But there's always, in every job, one screw that gives you grief. And that was the one with this job. So hopefully that one is down and I won't have any more trouble. Okay, so as we wrapped up this week, have no fear. I've bought a lot of iPhones in my day, and I've got an extra pair of headphones right here. So hopefully this pair won't wind up in the drill. I've got some sealant coming to put around the windows. My goal is to be mostly ready to put those back in this weekend. I don't think I'll get them back in because I do need to paint. I want to paint around the outside and do that glass work on the inside. It's currently raining outside. I think it's going to be a decent weekend though, so hopefully I can get some of that glass work done around the windows and be ready to put those back in. I've ordered some butyl tape. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's the tape, that's the squishy sealant that you can put around there. So I'll be redoing the sealant around the windows and hopefully get those buttoned back up. And if nothing else, if it's kind of cool weather, I'll work inside of the boat and I'll get that polyurethane put down on the benches, and then I'm ready to move forward and start working on that V-berth in the front. That's going to be a little trickier because being the V-berth, it's shaped like that and my opening is a rectangle. So I know I'm going to have some issues with getting a big section cut and fit through the passageway into there. So I'm not sure how that's going to go, but I'm sure it'll be interesting. So that'll be what I work on next time, hopefully, depending on weather and all that. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next go-round.